Hello friends, I am Chetona Ghosh. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hope you are all fine. In my previous video, I have discussed Paleolithic age of India. So now let us enter into the Neolithic age of India. Neolithic comes from two Greek words, neo meaning new and lithos meaning stone. Hence, Neolithic age means new stone age. Neolithic sites in India have been found near the sea, lakes, and mining and fishing areas such as Maski and Tinefeli. The important factor which decided the settlement of Neolithic men in India was the availability of the black colored rock, which is more rough and tenacious than quartzite. The Neolithic men occupied practically the whole of India except the portion below the Kaveri. There were no Neolithic settlements in the extreme south. But Salem district is very rich in Neolithic finds. The workmanship of the tools found in the Salem district is of a superior quality than that of those found in the north. We have found rich collections of pottery from Malabar. We have found toys, mace heads, tiles, drilled stones, net sinkers, and pottery from Mysore. Tools of various kinds have been found from the Bellary district. According to Bruce Foot, the Indian Neolithic implements can be classified into 78 distinct types. 41 types belong to the polished class and 37 uh, 37 to the unpolished class. To the polished class belong such implements as chisels, hammers, mortars, beads, buttons, discs, toys, etc. To the unpolished class belong arrows, knives, lancets, wedges, and mallets. It appears that Neolithic men had a fine sense of color, and no wonder they chose stones of different colors for their tools. But you must note the difference that the Neolithic implements were more polished than those of Paleolithic age. Alright, we come across a lot of pottery of the Neolithic age. Some of them are bowls, flower pots, flower pots, etc. There is a variety of color in Neolithic pottery. As you know, the Neolithic men had a great sense of color actually, different colors, multicolors. The colors common were red, yellow, brown, or purple gray. We have not come across any human or animal figures relating to the pottery of the Neolithic age. The figures common are leaves and flowers. According to Brushfoot, there was a gradual and continuous evolution in the potter's art before the great Aryan invasion, under which the potter's craft came to be developed came to be despised and neglected. We come across a lot of pottery of the Neolithic age, some of them in India, except the one in the Bellary district. What has been found consists of rough sketches of birds, beasts, and human beings. According to B.B. Lal, till now, four principal centers of these paintings have been detected. First, the Sun Valley in Mirzapur district, Manikpur and its neighborhood in the Banda district, both in the UP. Third, Singapore in the Raigad state, and finally Hoshangabad and Pachmarthi in Mahadeo Hills in Central Pradesh CP. It is written, you can find this information in Archaeology in India in page 44-45. The Neolithic people had their settlement in granite rocks. They gave them natural protection from rain and the sun and could be conveniently adopted for dwelling purposes. No houses have been discovered even in such busy places as Bellary and Salem districts. Now let us come into the food habits of the Neolithic men of India. The food of the people consisted of fruits, vegetables, roots, nuts, wild pulses, cereals, flesh of animals, fish, and milk products. They knew the art of making curd, butter, and ghee from milk. To begin with, barks and skins of animals were used by the people for covering their bodies. Actually, these bark and skins of animals were the primitive form of clothes. However, later on, clothes of cotton and wool were used for the same purpose. Actually, they were used, cotton wools were used in the later part of the Neolithic age. At the first part of Neolithic age, they used those barks of trees, the skin of animals, etc. The art of dyeing was also known to the people. Men tied a piece of cloth round their loins and threw a piece over their shoulders. Women probably used a petticoat up to their knees. They also combed their hair to form various shapes. They also put on beads rings, bangles, and armlets. We have covered the dressing habit of the Neolithic men. Dressing and makeup. Now let us come to the occupations of the Neolithic men of India. The occupations of the people were hunting and fishing. Fishing must have been done on a large scale. The people also started domesticating animals. Towards the end of the Neolithic period, agriculture also became one of the main occupation of the people. To begin with, they depended on the wild grains, but later on they began to produce crops. Fruits and vegetables were also grown. The crafts of the carpenter, stone mason, potter, weaver, dyer, etc. were also known. The Neolithic people worshipped ancestral spirits. Now let us learn a little bit about the religious life of the Neolithic men. The Neolithic people worshipped ancestral spirits. They performed a large number of rites on the occasion of death. They believed that the dead must be provided with all the amenities of life. It is similar to the mummification, mummification of ancient Egypt. They also provided jewelry and pottery and etc. different precious gems with the mummy. They believed that the dead must be provided with all the amenities of life. They used urns for burning the bones and ashes of the dead. According to some scholars, the people of this age understood the use of fire made pottery, cultivated grain, and domesticated animals. But as these theories are based on surface finds alone, no definite conclusions are possible until positive evidence is furnished by further excavation. You know that we have to guess many things about the prehistoric period because we have no written documents, no proper evidence na. So we have to guess many things depending on the tools. So we need further excavations, further studies na, further archaeological research works. So we have covered every aspect, every phase of Neolithic, every aspect of Neolithic age. As regards the survivals of the Neolithic age, some of the Neolithic people were driven into hills and forests by later invaders, and they are at present represented by the Gonds, Bhils, Santals. You are familiar with the Santals, na? Santals, etc. We have also inherited a number of superstitions from the Neolithic people, from the religious rites of the Neolithic people. Not only we adopted the superstitions, but also we adopted many rites of the main of Neolithic age of India. Those gone Santas fields are regarded as the descendants of those Neolithic men of India. They are now living as Gons, Fields, Santas, and there are many tribes and sub-tribes. Actually, they are the living examples of Neolithic men. Alright, the potter's wheel and the art of spinning and weaving are also traced from the Neolithic period. So, we have covered the whole Neolithic period and its aspects in great detail. So, if you like my video, please subscribe my channel and share it with your friends. Thank you. Goodbye.